Hello, Sam Owens here with a tool product this time, and it's a specialized tool product. It's from Phanteks, and it's a small screwdriver bit set for cell phones and watches and things like that. Very small bits to handle the many small tiny screws that are in the cell phones and some of these other devices. Now I'm going to demonstrate the use of this product with one of my old Apple phones that I got a long time ago. So let's open it up though and see what we've got. Okay, open this up, and right away in the top compartment is a little charging cable. Yes, this has a power driver that needs to be charged. You put the bit in the end of it, and you have a power to put the screw in and take the screw out. And turn her upside down, and in here, that's the end of it. Got the user manual, which gives you a little bit of information, but really there's not a whole lot of information you need with a screwdriver bit set. But let me just go over the fact that it comes with this little sleeve over it. They're trying to show you some things, and on here is telling you how to get the screwdriver control unit itself out. It says press the top surface of the inner box to pop up the inner box and screwdriver. Press again to close it. So that's a little bit of information there, and then they even back it up with this little label right here. So it says pressing area, not there, but right here. So you just press there, and see that pushes in and unlocks. And actually this is the screwdriver power unit. The bits that you're going to find in here go inside of here, and right here is low torque, off or locked, and high torque. Right now it's in the locked position, so nothing will happen. This is removing counterclockwise, this is driving clockwise, and we'll go over the use of that. But let's look at the main bit container here. Now I can tell you right away, I see a potential for these things to be all over the place if you're not extremely careful, because the only thing holding all of these bits in their little holder, and I'll give you a good look. Right here it shows you the type of head you've got right here, and then the numbers are right there. That's T2, T3, T4, and T5H, and then more T-bits. Then around this side are these other S bits, P bits, H bits, and it just keeps on going around. And right here are a couple of tools. These are some little tweezers that have an extremely sharp point. I'll pull those out in a moment. And right here is a blade. One is a sharp end, the other one is a either one, or to pry things apart. So you have a tool for prying, and you have the tweezers for picking up little tiny screws. The point is so sharp they had to put a protector over it. It's like needle points. So this is designed to work with small screws of all types of heads. So I think this is going to be the one thing that if you're going to plan on working on your cell phone or watches, all kinds of little devices that have little tiny screws, then you're going to need something like this. And like everything, you might only use this once, but that one time that you need these type of bits, these tiny bits, it's worth it. That I want to show you is charging the driver. So you get this little charger here, cord, And we'll use this right up. I'll use another one right here. Can't have too many chargers, adapters. Okay. Plug this into the top right here, any way you plug it. And then plug this in there. There is a red light that's right on there and it's pulsing right now. And we're going to select a bit for my old, this is one of the first cell phones. It's probably an antique. But if you're ever gonna open it up, there's two screws right here. Now with my glasses, I cannot really see the head real easy. Now if you have real good eyes, you might be able to see it, but you need to see what type of screw head it is to be able to pick the correct size from the many that are here. And chances are this is an assortment that should cover just about any situation you have. Now I'm going to bring out something that I think would be very helpful in this time. And that is my magnifying glass, because I need that with my eyesight the way it is. And right here I've got a light control on it, and I'm going to let you see what those screw heads look like. And I'm going to turn it on. There's the bright light. And we need to examine those. Okay, I'm going to let you try to see the screws right there, the screw head. It's a star like, and I've already looked at all of the bits and I found P2 is the one that will fit that. So now let me put this down and bring the bits up, and the star is right here, and this, let me pull this out. They're magnetic, and put it with the P2 in there so you see it. Right there is P2. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to move it around so that it kind of could show up. And see, right here is the identifying symbol right there, and that's the type of screw you just saw in my cell phone. So I'm going to take that one out. This is magnetic. That's the only thing that's holding that in there. Put it over to the side carefully so it don't all drop out. Now, I'm going to bring this up, and then before I put it in the driver, I'm going to actually put it in there and just with my fingers check it out to see that it fits. Yes, it fits fine. In both of them, I can just kind of put it in there and turn it just a little bit. Yes, and I feel it. Now, I'm going to take the driver, power driver, and I have it already set to L. I was testing earlier. See this just twist? And actually, you can turn this as a screwdriver just to loosen something. I think it'd be better, since you're holding it with one hand, trying to loosen, and this is the loosen button right here. And you see a light is going to come on when you do that. Put your bit in, and then you can actually just use it as a regular screwdriver to loosen up. I found they use Loctite on these screws, so trying to hold this with one hand, push the button, it's going to twist out of your hand and give you a problem. So always kind of, this is what I found. Just put the screw head, the bit head in there, and then straight, then just sit there and turn gently. And then, now I see it's coming out. I'm going to do the top, which is removing it. And now watch. There I go, powering it out. See that blue stuff on there? That's Loctite. And it's hard to do this, but I'm going to let the magnet pick it up. if I can. I'm gonna actually pull it with my fingers, and actually the tweezers would have been good for that. I'm gonna put it down there and show you the tweezers. The tweezers are right here. We're gonna pull this out. Whoops, see, one of those just fell out over there, and I see which one it is. Got to be careful. Now you pull this off and you see how sharp those are. Now I can take this screw and you see how you can hold it really good, and you can put it in there, and then that would help you to reattach it. So let's try that for reattaching. Now that might be difficult to get this screw head in while I'm okay. There. Okay, now I'm going to just turn it like I showed you before, lightly, until I get it set. There. Now I'm going to hit the power. And there we go. Okay. Now let's try the other one. I'm going to put it in, and then I'm going to turn it counterclockwise just a little bit till I feel it loosening. There, I think I got it. Now I'm going to rotate it until I get to the power button. Whoop. I pushed the wrong one, but you see it's coming out now, and it seems like that magnetic thing. Oh, now I wanted to show you this. Now with the tweezers you could, so you don't drop this thing, okay? So, and then to put it back, you could put it right there, and now get your finger on the button for driving down. Okay. There we go. So it's back in. All right. Whoa. Now when you're finished with this, put these back on, and that is the answer. And then this goes back into the holder, and let me just put it right in there, and you squeeze and push, and it should go right, and you have to push over down in there, and there you go. Folks, you see, you're dealing with some small items. It takes a steady hand, and you got to be careful. I have already found that you want to actually manually try to loosen the screws, and you could try and put them in a little way so you don't cross thread it instead of using the power right off the bat. This was P2, and let's see, it went right in here. And I'm going to try and get the identification mark facing out so it's quickly and easy to find again. So with the identifying mark of P2 out, I just let it snap right back into place. And then what you do is put it back in the cover, and like this, and then you can press down, and that locks that in. And then you turn this off after you charge it. Now after each use you may want to charge it. Mine is pretty well charged, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. It's in lock, it's off, nothing will come on. And then you just put this back in here any old way, and then that should lock it in place, and it won't fall out. So I think it's going to work well if I need to change the battery. I didn't pull everything apart. That wasn't the idea. The idea was to demonstrate the use of the screwdriver for devices and watches and what have you. Taking screws out, and the rest would be knowing how to work on it is a whole different course. Okay, folks, I want to thank you very much for watching my video.